You were doing well. You had a streak. You told yourself, this time is different. This time, I'm serious. Then one bad evening happened. You opened your phone just for a minute. You scrolled a little. You saw something you knew would pull you back. You told yourself, just this once. 20 minutes later, or 2 hours later, you realized it. You relapsed. Maybe it was porn. Maybe it was junk food. Maybe it was a full day lost to games or YouTube. And the next morning you woke up with that heavy brick in your chest. Shame. Disgust. The thought, I ruined everything. I'm back to zero. What's the point now? This is the moment most people destroy their self-improvement journey. Not when they relapse, but in what they do in the next 24 hours. This video is about that moment. What you do right after you fall, because that decides if you stay stuck for years. Or if you actually change your life. Listen, relapse is not proof that you're broken. Relapse is proof that you're human, and that you're trying to change habits that have been wired into you for years. The people who actually transform their lives are not the ones who never fall. They are the ones who learn how to get back up quickly without burning down everything they've rebuilt. Right now, your biggest enemy is not the website, or the app, or the game. Your biggest enemy is the story you tell yourself when you slip. I knew it. I'm weak. This is just who I am. I'll never change, so I might as well enjoy it. That story keeps you trapped. So in this video, I want to give you a new story and a new process. A simple 4-step protocol you follow every time you relapse. Not once, every single time. Step 1. Pause and name it. Step 2. Protect the next 24 hours. Step 3. Extract the lesson. Step 4. Repair your identity with action. If you follow these 4 steps, you become the kind of person who can fall and still move forward. That is rare. And that is where real self-improvement begins. Let's start with step 1. You slip. You binge. You cross the line you promised you wouldn't cross. Most people either pretend it didn't happen, or drown in shame. You are going to do something different. You are going to pause, and you are going to name it. Not after 3 days, not when you feel ready. Within the first 10 minutes, you say out loud, or you write it down. I relapsed. I just did this. At this time, no drama, no insults. No, I'm disgusting. No, I'm hopeless. Just facts. I relapsed. I watched porn at 11:30 p.m. I relapsed. I scrolled TikTok in bed for 2 hours. I relapsed. I ordered fast food and binged. Why does this matter? Because when you name it clearly, you pull it out of the shadows and into the light. You stop lying to yourself. You stop pretending you're still on a perfect streak. And at the same time, you refuse to turn it into a death sentence. You're saying, yes, it happened, and I'm still here. And I'm not done. That's step 1. Step 2. Protect the next 24 hours. Relapse is not just one action. Relapse is a doorway. Once you step through, it's so tempting to keep walking. I already ruined today. I'll start again Monday. I already broke my streak. Might as well go all the way. This is how one slip becomes a lost week, a lost month, a lost year. So your job, right after you name the relapse, is to slam that door shut. First, move your body. Stand up, leave the room, drink a big glass of water, go for a 5 or 10 minute walk. Do a set of push-ups or squats. You're telling your nervous system, we are changing state now. You're breaking the pattern before it turns into hours of mindless repetition. Second, remove the immediate trigger. If you relapsed on your phone, put it in another room for a while. If it happened in your bedroom, go to the living room or step outside. If it was a website, log out or block it for the rest of the day. You're not designing a perfect system for the next 10 years. You are simply protecting the next 24 hours. You're saying, it happened once. It's not happening 5 more times today. Third, set a tiny boundary for the rest of the day. Something like, for the rest of today, I won't be alone in my room with my phone and the door closed. For the rest of today, no social media in bed. For the rest of today, no food from delivery apps. It doesn't have to be huge. It just has to be clear. Because clarity kills the lies you tell yourself later. That's how you stop one bad moment from swallowing an entire day. Now step 3, extract the lesson. Every relapse has a story behind it. It's almost never random. There is always a pattern, a trigger, a weak thought that opened the door. If you never look at that pattern, you will keep relapsing in the same way, again and again. So we treat relapse like data, not like a verdict. Take 1 or 2 minutes and answer 3 questions. Question 1, where was I, and what time was it? Were you in bed at night with your phone, alone at your desk after a long day, bored on a Sunday afternoon? Question 2, what was I feeling? Tired, lonely, stressed, angry, bored. Question 3, what was the first thought that made it okay in my head? I had a long day. I deserve this. Just 5 minutes. Then I'll go back. I'm already behind. One more time won't matter. That thought is your weak point. That is your patient 0 thought. The original lie that opened the door. Write it down. Not to attack yourself, but so next time, when that same thought appears, you recognize it instantly. You can say, I know this thought. Last time I believed it. I lost control. I'm not falling for it again. That's how relapse becomes your teacher instead of your executioner. Now step 4, repair your identity with action. This is the step almost everyone skips. They apologize to themselves in their head. They promise to do better. But they never take a concrete action to balance the scale. You are going to do something different. Within 1 hour of your relapse, do one hard, small, disciplined thing. Go work out, clean your room, study for 25 minutes, work on your side project, cook a healthy meal. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be long. It just has to send a very clear message to your brain. Yes, I fell, and I am still the kind of person who does hard things. You are voting for your future self with your actions. You're telling your identity. We do not disappear into a hole for 3 days every time we make a mistake. We respond. We move. We do something good for ourselves. If you end the day with at least one win, even after a relapse, you're retraining a new pattern. A bad moment does not equal a bad life. Over time, this changes how you see yourself. You stop seeing yourself as the guy who always falls off, and start seeing yourself as the guy who always comes back. That is your relapse protocol. Pause and name it. Protect the next 24 hours. Extract the lesson. Repair your identity with action. Now, let's talk about 2 traps that will try to ruin this for you. Trap number 1. All or nothing thinking. You worship the streak. Day 1, day 10, day 90. When the streak breaks, you act like all your progress is gone. As if every workout, every clean meal, every disciplined day has been erased. It hasn't. You are not starting again from nothing. You still have everything you learned. You still have the skills you built. You still have the awareness you didn't have a year ago. The point of this streak is to help you stay focused, not to punish you for being human. So stop worshiping the number. Start focusing on the direction. Is your life trending up over the last 3 months? Are you more disciplined than you were a year ago? Are your bad days less destructive than they used to be? That is what matters. Trap number 2, identity shame. After a relapse, you don't just say, I did something bad. You say, I am bad. You don't just say, I watched porn. You say, I am disgusting. You don't just say, I wasted a day. That kind of shame doesn't make you stronger. It makes you numb. It makes you hide. It makes you quit. Imagine someone you care about. Your little brother. Your future son. A close friend. He comes to you and says, I was trying to fix my life, but I messed up again. Would you look him in the eyes and say, you're disgusting. You'll never change. Just give up. Of course not. Let's figure out why it happened and what you can do next. That is exactly how you need to talk to yourself after a relapse. Not soft and delusional, but on your own team. You can be strict about your behavior without declaring war on your entire identity. Let me leave you with this image. A baby doesn't stand up once, fall, and decide, walking is not for me. He falls again and again and again. But every fall is teaching his brain and body something. One day, he takes 3 steps, then 10, then he's running. You are not too far gone. You are not broken beyond repair. You are just in the falling stage. If you keep using your relapse protocol, those falls will happen less often and they will hurt less when they do. And if you're following the 30-day dopamine reset from video 1, this is how you stay in the game. You don't throw away the whole plan because of one mistake. You catch yourself, you learn, you move. Relapse stops being the end of the story and becomes just one chapter in the story of someone who refused to quit. So here's what I want you to do when this video ends. Take 1 minute and write your own relapse protocol in simple words. I will admit it fast. I will move my body and protect the rest of the day. I will write down why it happened. I will do one hard thing to repair my identity. Put it somewhere you can see it. On your wall, on your desk, as a note on your phone. And the next time you slip, instead of disappearing into shame, open that protocol and follow it. You are not your last relapse. You are not your worst habit. You are the sum of all the times you chose to stand back up. Do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Relapse is not the end of your self-improvement journey. It's the moment you prove that you're serious about it.